morning, good morning, good morning. God is good. God is good. I'm just now having my cup of joe, y'all. And I was up pretty early, a lot earlier than that, so I'm getting in my little news time while I have my cup of joe and see what else the dum-dums are doing out there. Alright, let's check this one out. How y'all doing out there? Good morning. Just a cup of joe pop up right quick, right quick.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th. With exclusive savings just for Prime members. No deal like a big deal. Shop deals on electronics, fashion, and more this Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
It's been an absolutely devastating day for Donald Trump, where he's been receiving poll after poll of more bad news as Vice President Kamala Harris surges in the wake of that disastrous debate for Donald Trump that everybody is still talking about, and people who are just tuning into the election are going, what the heck was that? We are seeing Americans of all stripes now uniting together. They are posting videos on social media speaking about their support for Vice President Kamala Harris.
Everyone had good sleep. I did. I still went to sleep kind of late, but that was early for me.
Right now, especially on TikTok, where Donald Trump is getting hammered in post after post after post, being absolutely mocked ruthlessly. My name is Brett Meiselas, and I am with the Midas Touch Network. So first I want to show you this Harris X Harvard National Poll. Harris is up, Vice President Harris is up 52% to 48% in this poll. Why is this significant? Because of the trends. We are seeing right now the first time that a Democrat has led in this specific poll in all of 2024. This same Harris X Harvard poll had Trump up or on Biden or Harris by 4 to 6% in all their polls from January to July, and they had a tie in early September. This comes after the release of that morning consult poll that we reported on this morning, which has Kamala Harris up 6 against Donald Trump, 51% to 45%. This is the largest lead by any candidate in this poll in the entirety of 2024. Next, we have the Monmouth poll, which was released today, that also shows Kamala Harris up 5 against Donald Trump. That is an A+ rated poll, followed by the Angus Reid Global Poll, a B+ poll that has Kamala Harris up 4. So we are seeing these new trends. We are seeing a new race emerge after this debate, as people are saying enough is enough of the chaos of Donald Trump. And while we don't love the polls here, it's nice to see the trends. And of course, these polls are going to make Donald Trump incredibly,
Guys, good.
Okay.
I hope you all have a blessed day. Wink, wink. Hi, Marco. How are you? Good morning, or good night, or good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you come from. This morning, you hear some having a cup of joe. Thank you. Thanks for coming in and saying hello with a wink, wink. I like that.
In what world does a candidate for the presidency of the United States
Here it is.
get on stage in front of the largest debate audience in history and say that immigrants
Hey, Miss April Showers. Good
are
morning.
stealing and
How are you?
people's cats and dogs?
Having a cup of joe. I know it's kind of late, but
Because
it's still
he
morning.
heard his running mate say it, so
Yeah, I got a late start.
check this. Let's just get boxed into a corner and blurt that out because you think that's a good talking point.
I'm just checking out
Meanwhile,
early political
in
news as
Springfield,
usual.
Ohio, you have
Oh,
bomb threats for
so
schools. You have community hate. You have Proud Boys. And then yesterday, Sunday, your running mate gets
too.
truly baffling.
I hear you, girl.
I'm telling you, what a fucking shit show.
Now let me show you this clip out of Florida. I mean,
Good
people
laughs
are
this
door
morning.
knocking there. They are feeling the
That's
energy.
good.
And if you've been seeing any of these videos in Florida, you have to
Let's go
think
get
that Florida
something.
might be in play, y'all. Here's the clip.
Hi everyone! We did it. We're in Bay County, Florida, and we knocked how many more than 100 doors today. And we are so excited that we are going to vote Kamala in. So like all the people in. There you go. And if you don't want to say today.
That's the doors that are not. People are excited to vote for Thomas Harris. And Democrats up that state.
Absolutely. Awesome, y'all. Vote blue the whole way.
Awesome
Here's a clip from
sauce.
Shelly on TikTok, and she really says it all here.
Awesome sauce.
Fish in the water.
It's nice to wake up in the morning to some laughter sometimes. This cup of Joe is so good. I got some things to do today. I have to go out. I didn't even check the weather. I hope it's not too hot. I'm gonna get out early today. Good morning, people. Thanks for stopping by. My cup of Joe pop up. And it's great. It's a great day. Starting off great anyway. Yeah. So I have to go out and gotta go pick up some things.
Except that he's the most vile, disgusting human being I've ever known or ever known of. And the greatest day of my life, and many Americans' lives, will be when he's not running for president any longer. And we don't have to hear his crazy, unhinged comments every single day. Just go away.
Oh no, go away, Mom.
Please. Oh, and don't forget, vote blue.
Just go away.
I love this next video so much because this guy really represents the kind of America I think we all want to live in. We really got to be standing up for each other. Play the clip.
I'm a white, male, landowner. I'll never lose my right to vote. Because I'm male, I can make choices about my body, so I never have to worry about politicians being able to tell me what to do with my own body or my own reproductive rights. I'm a licensed gun owner. Never have to worry about that. I've never had anyone tell me I can't open up a checking account. While I was born in the U.S., I can also trace my lineage directly back to 1896 from when my great-grandfather became a citizen. Right there, along with my father's side. I am literally one of the most secure members of the most secure voting bloc in the country. My vote this year and every year goes to protect those that are not as fortunate and to give them the opportunities that I was born with.
So this next video is Father David Gerlach on Trump's vile and racist attacks against the Haitians. He's telling us everything we need to know about Donald Trump here. There's really never been anybody more unfit to lead this country than Donald Trump. And what he's doing to these immigrant communities right now is absolutely disgraceful.
It is.
Father David here. You know, Donald Trump's recent attack on the Haitian people in Springfield tells us an awful lot about Donald Trump and very little about the Haitians. As it turns out, according to the mayor of Springfield, all those folks from Haiti are there at the invitation of the mayor and the people. They needed workers, and the Haitian people are fulfilling that need.
Good morning.
But when Trump says something as vile as folks who look different than he does are eating our pets, it tells us about a
Good
very dark
morning.
heart that this man has,
It's a cup of Joe pop up, y'all.
an emptiness that exists within him
I made it like a
that he
latte.
seems to have to draw upon when he attacks other
Only thing
people.
I'll have to
like
pay
that.
$7 for one, and I can make my
Is that
own.
really the person we want to be the next president of the United
Instead of going to
States?
Starbucks.
Someone who draws on
I
a
got
wellspring
Starbucks
of
right
darkness
here.
rather than on a
Make it how you
wellspring
want
of light and love. Please, folks, think again if you're still on the Trump train this man has had his time. It's time to say goodbye.
Yes,
God bless you.
goodbye.
Here's
9
a video
years
posted
of
by
Raven
Raven that's
and
going viral. He
all
really
kind
said
of
everything here.
craziness.
17 former Reagan staffers have now endorsed Kamala Harris. That's right, MAGA Republicans. You have destroyed your party. People are coming out of the woodworks to profess their support for Kamala Harris, a Democrat. You guys have destroyed that party, and you should feel pretty shitty about it, because Donald Trump has done nothing for America, and sure as shit hasn't done shit for the Republican Party.
That too, he
The
destroyed
Republican
it.
Party is in shambles.
There's no
And
more
what
Republican
was
Party
once
for
a
you
great party,
guys
as
on
far as
the
I'm
Republican
concerned,
side.
is now
Hey,
gone.
Eris. Hey, honey
And it's all
pie.
because of Donald Trump and the people
How
who
are
are
you,
too
honey
cowardly
pie?
to
Good
stand up to him.
morning.
So, start preparing
No, that's not,
to know
that
that
Miss
Kamala Harris is
Fairman.
going to be your responsible.
What I love
Okay,
about
how do
this
you
next video
pronounce
is
your
that this
name?
guy really
Navia?
explains
Is
in as
that
clear as terms as
Nava?
possible
Navia?
that if the GOP didn't have things to hate,
Forgive
they
me
would
for
literally
pronouncing
have
it wrong,
nothing
but good
to
morning.
play.
It's becoming increasingly clear
Good morning,
that the
Eris.
GOP and
How are
Trump's
you?
followers don't have something to hate.
This is a cup of Joe,
Their
Papa.
entire platform is based
And
on hate of other people.
kind of got late, but I was up early, Eris. I forced myself to go to sleep a little earlier than 5 in the morning. Yes, it's me. But you know I get up, when I get up, I'm having my cup of Joe, that first one. You know, just catching up on my political news. What the stupid head Republicans doing, MAGAs, not the Republicans, but the MAGAs that has taken over the actual Republican Party
standing up
and
who's
their
in good
nonsense.
standing right now. I don't mean someone who's already left. Somebody who's in good standing right now. Stand up and be counted.
And I love this one. This is a guy
So I am
talking about
watching
Donald
the
Trump
Mike's
saying that he
Touch
has
Network.
concepts of a plan at the debate.
Repost this video if you understand what would have happened if Kamala Harris had shown up to the debate and said she had concepts for a plan. Repost this if you understand the double standard that would have applied despite her being in the race for 6 weeks versus 9 years for Donald Trump. Repost if you understand the reason Trump didn't get Obamacare replaced is the same.
Could you hear that? Could you hear that,
He doesn't know how to
Eris?
plan. He has no strategy. He is disorganized. He fails.
They be roasting them, because they be roasting them on truth.
Organization, and he lost the popular vote. And then he did the same thing again in 2020 when he had no field organization, he got massacred in the popular vote, and he lost the electoral college. He did the same thing after the job losses due to COVID, even though he had a year from the first COVID death before he left office. He even did the same thing after January 6th.
Start cooking my dinner. Yeah, I gotta go out. I gotta make some errands right quick. I don't think I'm cooking today. If my brother doesn't come down and get these
he would be irrelevant by now. Living under a bridge with his 4 kids from 3
leftovers.
wives, begging for $1 so they could buy them a hamburger.
Now
I'm
let's
not
check in
gonna-
with the South for a second. This is a
I'm not gonna
Southern
cook
guy,
anything
Eddie
because
from
that
Atlanta.
I don't
I
wanna
love to see the
freeze.
South representing for Kamala Harris.
So I'd rather give it to my brother, see if he comes down and get it. Then I may cook something. I don't know what I want though. I have no idea what I want to cook, what I want to eat.
Freak out. Responsibility.
What's today? Tuesday?
Hey, y'all,
forget.
the days
I
I'm
don't be
working,
knowing
I talk to a
sometimes.
lot of
I'll be up so long
people coming
sometimes.
out here.
I
You
go
know,
through
some
days.
people talk. And
I
so,
don't know
I
what
was having
damn
a
day
boy.
it is.
Boy was about 7 years old. His wife died a couple of years ago. He walked in the shop. You know, we got these.
Yeah,
hair
Eris,
signs all
it's
around.
MAGA, M-A-G-A. Not mega. There's nothing mega about them, but mega bullshit though.
He's like, Eddie, have you heard about what J.P. Morgan says? I'm like, what is it, boy? He said, they're saying this is no longer a recession. We're actually now in a deep depression. And y'all have to realize now, I'm a blueprint shop in the city of Atlanta. In the history of mankind, there has never been a period in history where Atlanta is on fire, building on every corner, as much as it is right now.
Oh, but that's good.
And I'm like, Roy? He said, yeah, you know what they're saying over on the radio stations when you listen to them? If some of us can just survive until 25, we might be all right. I'm like, Roy, are you in bad shape? Do you need you some money. I can loan you some money. He said, no, it ain't about me, Eddie. I'm like, Roy, you're 70 years old. You got more money than you'll ever spend. You are never going to go hungry a day in your life. Matter of fact, you can eat the most finest steak from here until the day you die and never miss a dime of it. He said, well, Eddie, it ain't about me, though. It ain't about me. It's about the 18 families that work for him. I'm like, Roy, have you had to cut their pay? He's like, no. He said, but I'm worried about this depression we're in. I'm like, Roy, you got more work than you can ever do. So anyhow, the mindset that people buys into, Trump supporters, they think the country is going off the deep end, that we're in a great depression. They think if we can just survive until Donald Trump gets in 2025, we're going to turn it around.
That's that cultish mindset.
I have lived on this earth for 69 years now. I have never seen Americans eating butter,
I'm cooking for salmon, asparagus, and potatoes. Yes, it's Wednesday. Maggie. Yeah, okay. That is Wednesday already. Gee. Asparagus, oh my God, I just threw some away. I don't eat asparagus, but it came in, I get a delivery once a month, and it came in out of a box, and I'm like, and then it just, I don't like asparagus. I don't see no reason for it to even exist. I really don't. It's just, I just don't. I don't like it. I've cooked it before, and I've had it before. It's just like not my cup of joe, that is.
Trump supporters. They just live in some kind of weird.
Yeah, man, I hear you. He talks all that shit. The world's come to an end shit. Unless he get in there, he's the one that made shit the way it was.
There's so much craziness out there on the other side. See y'all, love y'all.
And while we're in the South, let's check out a woman from the South for a second. I'm not gonna lie, she had me for a second here.
If you are from the South,
Let me turn this up. Can y'all hear that?
and you vote for Harris instead of Donald J. Trump, then I have found my people.
This TikToker has had enough of the Trump people who just flood the comments by saying, Trump 2024, Trump 2024. So he issued a response.
This might be a relatively different evening for me this evening. Because, yes, I've had a couple of drinks, and I tend to be an awful lot more honest when I've had a drink. But I'm genuinely angry and frustrated about how in 2024 this country can be on a fucking knife edge between a rapist, traitorous, adulterous, pseudo-Christian supported by anybody that goes to church on a Sunday, and an honourable civil servant who is a recognised Catholic.
I've been
I
thinking the
don't
same
understand
thing,
where this
dude.
country is. I brought my family here. 10 years ago, this country was everything we hoped it could be. And now, a decade later, this country appears to be a fucking nightmare waiting to happen by the most ignorant, ill-educated, and easily manipulated motherfuckers on planet Earth. Anybody wearing a Chinese manufactured MAGA hat right now needs to have a fucking IQ test, because they don't deserve the right to vote. You are either a multi-millionaire stroke billionaire who is manipulating these idiot motherfuckers, or you are a dumb piece of trash who doesn't deserve the right to inflict your opinion
Oh my
on
God.
everybody else. with
Great
an
morning,
education.
great morning.
I brought my family here. Why is this on a knife edge?
And finally, we couldn't end this video without reporting on a
my
massive
God.
endorsement today from pop superstar Billie Eilish and her brother musician Phineas,
I had to
who
say
came out
that
and
one.
endorsed Vice President Kamala
He just
Harris
snapped.
with a video at his national voter registration day
Good morning,
today. They were
people.
encouraging
Good
everybody
morning,
to
good
vote, everybody to vote
morning.
for Vice President
I love
Kamala
you,
Harris.
morning
A
with
very big endorsement
Joe.
now coming after the Taylor Swift endorsement, of
There's a
course,
couple Joe
for
pop
Vice
up and
President
you all
Harris, and a
coming
great
in.
message This is a good reminder to all of you.
I know it's
Make
kinda
sure
late,
that you are all
but I have
registered
a
to
couple
vote.
jokes.
Make sure that your
At
friends
midnight,
and family are
in
registered
between,
to vote. As
5
Kamala
p.m.,
Harris
2
says,
p.m.,
when we
anytime,
fight, we win,
you
and
know,
we all need
I
to
need
make
that
sure
cup of
that
joe.
democracy
Perk me
wins.
up, 'cause I
This
gotta go
November,
outside.
let's keep up this energy, everybody. Let's get to 3.5 million
I gotta
subscribers
go
on YouTube. Remember to
outside.
subscribe to the Midas Touch
Only thing
podcast.
it's not
I
raining
appreciate
right now.
everybody leaving all the 5-star reviews, and we appreciate all the kind
Give me a
words that you are
thumbs up,
sending over
y'all.
to
Leave
Ben
that
right
thumbs
now,
up
and I
for me.
pass
It
it
helps
along.
me a
Just so
lot.
happy seeing all of your
And I
comments, and
do
is so
appreciate
grateful for you supporting the
I do
channel
appreciate
while
you
it's being
coming on
right.
in and
Thank you so much,
having
and
a
we'll
cup
see you
of
next time.
joe with
Real
your
quick,
girl.
Meta just changed their algorithm to suppress political content. Please follow our Instagram at Midas Touch right now as we head towards 4.
Yes, so I get my daily dose of politics, you know, and just I start my day off with thanking God for waking me up, and thank Him for at least letting me get some sleep to bring sleep to me. Makes me feel so good when I get some good sleep. So now I have enough strength to go out there in this world. I go run a few errands, and I know God will make sure I get back safely, back to my small abode. You know. And it seems like it's a nice day. And it is a Wednesday. And you know what, Eris? I started to take out some fresh salmon. I started last night. I don't know. I guess I got distracted because I'm easily distracted because I can be intending on doing one thing. And then I may see something over here that's unsettling. And then my attention totally goes to that. And then I forget my initial thing that I was trying to do or gonna do, or, you know. So, Lucy. Hey, Lucy. Lucy's World in the house. Good morning. This is a Cup of Joe pop up, baby. How you do, girl? How you do? I hope your day is beautiful and God-like, much as possible. We blessed, baby. We blessed. And thank you for coming through. I'm just getting a dose of my, you know, see what's going on with the people. With the people. With the people. Thanks for coming in. Leave a thumbs up. So, I have to go out. I know I do. And I'm gonna, what time is it? How long I've been on here? I'll be on here a few more minutes. Try to get some in. I was thinking about doing breakfast, but once I got started, it's a little bit too late because I need to go out. So, you know, maybe I'll do dinner today. I'll probably upload something. I don't know if I'll come back on and do a live or whatever. But yeah, I'm just getting a dose of my politics.
The Republican Party had an opportunity to actually put action behind their words. And you and I both know the leaders lead in the way in which President Trump rallied Republican voters with just Republican senators with just a tweet
Republicans
to tank the
blocked the
voter security
IVF bill
legislation.
after
He
Trump
didn't say
claims to
a
be
word. He didn't even
IVF
tweet or utilize,
the flip-flops.
Truth Social to communicate his views or direction that he would give to Republican senators. And we ended up in the exact same place that the American people were before, with their rights and freedoms to make decisions about their own bodies, to expand their families, and exactly where we were prior to today's vote. And it's shameful. And the American people shouldn't believe a word he says.
You know, I think one of the things that's a little gaslighting about this whole thing is Republicans keep saying, like, we love IVF, what are you talking about? That there's nothing here, and then voting to block it. And I think the reality underneath that, and I'm curious if this is how you want to see it from the Senate, is that there is a large faction of the Republican Party and the conservative movement who believes that a fertilized egg is a person with the full rights under the constitution of you or I, and that in vitro fertilization is as bad as killing a person, that every fertilized embryo is a right, and that the whole process is wrong and should be made illegal. Those people exist, and they do wield power in the Republican Party, which seems to be the reason you're getting these no votes, unless I'm misreading the situation.
Chris, you're reading it exactly right. That is exactly how the Alabama legislature wound up in a position to have to affirmatively protect IVF in their state laws because their state Supreme Court had that exact interpretation because of laws that had been passed years prior, doing that exact thing, saying that a fertilized embryo had the same rights and destroying a fertilized embryo was consistent with murder. And so here is where we find ourselves. They have painted this picture and sort of gone down this road of defying the American people, the ability to make decisions about their own body for decades. And now that the MAGA Supreme Court has ripped away the rights of Roe, the emperor has no clothes. It is truly clear their intention to control the decisions of women and their bodies.
Don't even have a brain.
And there's no turning back. And so they've tried to hide and bend and shape-shift every position at every opportunity. And today, in the United States Senate, they have the opportunity to make it clear to the American people that they stand with them and their right to make these decisions and to advance their families. And we now know exactly what they believe.
They're gonna lose again.
You have known
There's too many issues.
Vice President
I guess
Kamala
what
Harris
that they're implementing.
California for a very long time.
It's gonna be them at the ballot box. It's
Even as a
unbelievable.
person. And I'm just curious as someone who has known her for a long time.
So valuable.
What are you making of all this? Like watching someone that you know as well as you know, the vice president, put in a position to perform at the level that she has to perform at, and so far doing that. What do you think?
Look, if this were an Olympic Games, she'd be sticking to landing. She is doing outstanding, and I am not surprised. I have seen her leadership up close and personal in good times and in bad, making decisions every single day on behalf of the American people. It is, and I'm not surprised, Chris, because it is exactly who she is. And she has been that way, a fearless fighter for the people her entire career. And it really is, does my heart proud. But most importantly, I think, for the American people to get the opportunity to get to know her in the way that many of us who have known her for a long time, really speaks to the kind of leadership that our country needs in this moment. And for all of those Kamala curious voters out there, she's doing a great job extending an invitation to build a new way forward for this country.
Oh yeah, she did an interview with the National Black Journalists Association.
California Senator LaFonza Butler. Thank you
It
very
was
much for your time.
okay.
I appreciate it.
It was okay. Yeah, what's that? Oh, Trump Atlantic City
That was
building
the
demolished.
demolition of
That
the
was in
Trump Plaza Hotel
2021.
and Casino in Atlantic City back in 2021. And if you know anything about the story of Trump and his casino businesses, I bet you know that the story does not end well. Multiple Trump casinos ended up filing for bankruptcy. That much I bet you already knew. You probably don't know this story. The year was 1982, the first year that Forbes magazine published its list of the 400 richest Americans.
Criminal. Donald
Donald Trump made the list, claiming he was worth $100 million. But at the time, Trump was really only worth about $5 million, and he was also hemorrhaging cash. But Donald Trump had a plan. That year, Trump got a license from the New Jersey Casino Control Commission to operate a casino in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And Trump found an investor to help him finance the project. Holiday Inn, which owned the casino chain Harrah's, would give Trump $50 million in cash to build the casino, and then Trump and Harrah's would split the profits. Trump had to just prove one little thing first. Here's how the New York Times investigated.
Yeah, to prove he had that 50 mil.
Tell the story in their new
Of
book,
course he
Seven
didn't
Years.
have it.
Donald was on the verge of a great deal, one that would also get him out of a bind. Before leaving, the CEO of Holiday Inn told Donald that his board of directors would want to see with their own eyes that construction on the casino was underway, evidence that this young builder could make this happen. Donald kept the truth to himself. He did not have things underway because he did not have the money. So he directed his construction supervisor to hire every piece of earth-moving machinery he could find. The day the Holiday Inn board visited the site, dozens of bulldozers and backhoes pointlessly pushed mounds of earth around the 2.6-acre site in an elaborate ruse with no purpose other than to fool Trump's new business partner. Afterwards, Trump introduced himself to one of the Holiday Inn executives with a line he would never forget. I think I'm probably the most successful person my age in the United States.
No, you're not.
That was how Trump started the Trump Plaza Hotel and Casino.
So they just knocked the 2021 and went
Trump
there.
created the myth of himself as a successful businessman, and he sold it to the public so that he could then sell it to his business partners. And for a long time, that myth really worked out.
There is a new billionaire in town, Trump's the name. Donald Trump is a major deal maker, a swashbuckler.
Today, a lot of this country still believes that myth, and Donald Trump is still cashing in on it. It is not just Donald Trump, the Republican nominee, who is having a busy week. Donald Trump, the businessman, also has a lot on his plate. There's his new cryptocurrency venture and the possible sale of his shares in Trump Media, the parent company of True Social. But as New York Times reporters Suzanne Craig and Russ Buettner point out in their deeply reported new book about Trump's wealth, Trump's successes aren't the result of shrewd business acumen. They are the result of many, many, many lucky breaks. Good things happened to Donald Trump. He did not earn most of those good things. He was born. He was discovered by a revolutionary television producer, and he was pushed into an investment against his will. And from those 3 bits of good luck came the equivalent today of more than $1.5 billion. That sort of tailwind could paper over a litany of failure and still fund a lavish life. And there is no evidence that in 50 years of labor, Donald Trump added to his lucky fortunes. He would have been better off betting on the stock market than on himself. Joining me now are Pulitzer Prize-winning New York Times investigative reporter Suzanne Craig and Russ Buettner, authors of Lucky Loser, How Donald Trump Squandered His Father's Fortune and Created the Illusion of Success. Congratulations, guys, on this exhaustive, really
And that's that. Okay, you guys. Hey. That's all for now. My cup of joe is done. It was great. It was good. I hope yours was too, or whatever you whatever you do in the mornings to get you up right. And, I hope it was great. And that's all for today, y'all. Thank you all for coming in. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you guys later. And smooches. Thanks for coming in. Leave a thumbs up. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Thank you.